Welcome everyone tuning in for DM Podcast episode 21. I am with Mark, who's on TikTok, Private Hire Brooks, and I'm on with Mick, who's also on TikTok, Scouts Aviation. We are just doing a live podcast today, episode 21, talking about just general chit-chat of the taxis and Uber. Now, we're live on TikTok and we're live on YouTube. We're going to be asking questions, answering questions live on, and then live on the podcast, and you can all listen and whatever. To be honest, I've just got a dog 2 days ago and I've got no sleep, so I'm a bit tired. Mark's a bit sick. So if it's not the smoothest of podcasts, I do apologise, but it's one of them. We got to do what we got to do. It's actually quite hard for the three of us to get together in a small period of time to do this filming because we're all busy with our own stuff, airport runs and everything else. So, yeah, that's it. So, episode 21, I always start with a little introduction of what we're up to, or what we're going to be up to. So for me personally, I'm off today, wife's birthday actually, and I've been off about 2 days now with the dog. We've got a new puppy, miniature Dashcam, called Dottie. So she is keeping us awake all night, so we've had no sleep. But I've got a private tonight, bit of a chauffeur job, shirt and tie, going to Leeds from Manchester Airport, and then home and probably an early night, and then I've got a few bits tomorrow. Thinking, man, but not much. I'm busy on Wednesday with the footy, but that's about it. But listen, let's go to Mick. Mick, what have you been up to today? I've heard you've been a bit of a hero today, mate. A little bit of a superhero.
I had a busy morning, to be fair, and then none of it was to do with getting paid. Took the kids to school.
Really? Yeah. So what have you done?
I took the kids to school, dropped them off. I thought, you know what? I had a little sit down with the drivers for a coffee, scheduled in for 10:30, and I thought, you know what? I'll just switch Uber on until then. It was like 8:45, 20 to 9. Switch Uber on, do a little bit of Uber, and then go and meet the lads for a coffee. Switched it on and got a 30 quid through the back end of Warrington from right outside me daughter's school. So I thought, oh, nice, I'll take that. Done that. Dropped them off about 9:15 in Warrington. And then driving back to... my mate was taking his bus into the garage because he broke down on Saturday night on the Formby bypass. He broke down. Ended up getting a jump start. Managed to get his bus back to his drive. And yeah, so he rang me when I was on my way back from Warrington and said, I can't, it won't jump start. I can't get it to the garage. What do you suggest? He has no clue, doesn't know anything to do with like mechanic wise or anything.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this either.
He broke down 2 months ago, right? He broke down 2 months ago. Come in Portsmouth. He was staying in a hotel down in Portsmouth. Come out of the hotel to start the thing, and the bus wouldn't start for him. And I said to him, "It's probably
you need the jump packs." I swear about those jump packs that you can. Battery ones, jump packs are brilliant. You need them.
Get one of them. But as much as you try and tell them, he still didn't listen. But ended up getting a jump start off someone down in Portsmouth. Bus has been fine since, so it's been to the back of his mind. And then he's had, when it snowed, when we had that weather come in, he had a problem then starting it. So we had to get a jump start then. Still didn't change the battery, and then this happened on the weekend, and he totally cooked the battery. Couldn't even jump start it. So we had to change the battery on his drive. So I've been helping him that out. Obviously, this was after I've been for a coffee with the lads and
fixing the battery and all that.
An hour's time to run down Euro Parts, get the battery, run back, change his battery for him, and now he's off. He's away. He's driving again. He's made up.
And you're here talking to us, eh?
It's amazing what a new battery does, but it's that time of year, isn't it? I bet your car battery sales shoot through the roof.
Oh, mate, cold starts is a flipping killer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So that's
Luckily,
what.
my battery's a bit bigger, so they're pretty all right in the winter. My batteries, they don't last very long, but at least they're all right in the batteries. You know what I mean? How about yourself, Mark? What have you been up to today, mate? Probably about 17 jobs, and you've been awake since Wednesday.
Apart from dying of man flu, I've had it 2 weeks, but I'll be all right. I had I was supposed to have had a 7 o'clock pickup out to Manchester, then a return, but then I got a phone call last night for a 1:30 going to Birmingham, so I went and did that.
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but no sleep.
So what time have you been up since?
I've not been to bed.
You're heavy, you. Are you going to bed after this, or are you going out to work?
I'm going to do a bit of Uber, I think.
Oh, you're horrible, lad.
I go away Thursday morning, though. I go away for Thursday morning, so I've got 5 days off.
Fair. I bet you any money you're going to tie the Uber up, aren't you?
Yeah.
In Benny. You're going to tie the Uber up in Benny, aren't you? Try and get a few jobs in and that.
Yeah.
Proper grafter, aren't you? But yeah, I've had nothing on, just a dog. And then,
just a dog.
Yeah, I've got this lead job later. Can't be bothered, though. But luckily, though, you know, obviously Tesla banned me autopilot system. Put me in a naughty step for 7 days. It actually is unbanned at 4 p.m. So it means I can drive to London and to Leeds with the autopilot again. Because I got banned. Tesla banned me for 7 days for being naughty. Well, they say I'm naughty, like, but what's been popping up on the socials? What?
Well, so what will happen if you do it again? Is it 2-week ban, 3-week ban, 4-week ban?
Like I said, I don't know. I don't even know why I got banned.
They'll permanently take it off you at one point, you know.
I know. That's a new worry, innit? Hey, listen, there's loads going off on TikTok. I do apologise if you missed anything. Mick, didn't you read a question out before, mate, on YouTube? Do you want to read it out again?
Yeah. I'm new to Uber and taxis in general, wondering if in your opinion, is it better to hang around where you drop off or move to the city centre?
Do you want to answer that, Mick?
If you're new to it, you need to obviously work out your areas. Whether you're best at where you drop off. Is it a good, nice spot where you are? You just have to take it as it goes. Personally, if you're new, probably just keep moving.
Keep moving about.
Keep moving about until you figure out where your hotspots are. Like, I don't know whether you're in Liverpool or you're in a different city. Where are you? If you're in Liverpool, Uber generally is city centre, but they're pretty much all over now, Uber. So it depends how busy it is as well. Normally, if it's busy enough, you won't have to worry about moving off. But if it's quiet, I would slow drive towards. I mean, a lot of people tell me don't go near the city centre, but that's the way I work. A lot of people work outside of Liverpool, St Helens, Warrington, and whatnot. Me personally, I just basically do circles, and then if nothing juicy comes in, I head towards the city centre. That's the way I do.
So I reckon I want to add though as well. It depends on what vehicle you got as well. Because if you're in XL, I think it's a bit better being in the city centre, especially for the airports and everything else. And also it depends on the time of day. If you drop off in the city centre at a certain time, you might be better off heading back out to take people back in if it's like a working day. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you drop off in the city centre at 8 a.m, you've probably got a good chance of driving back on the outskirts to take someone back into the city centre to work. But there's loads of variables, I think. Yeah, like you say as well, if you're new, the best thing you can do is just trial everything, test everything out, and just really have a feel of the job in it. Because it is different for everyone and different for every area and also every driver. But one thing I've found is the city centre has loads of drivers. So if the demand is low at the current time, the work is diabolical because there's just too many drivers for the actual work incoming. Do you know what I mean? So it does depend on loads of factors, doesn't it? What were you going to say, Mick? Sorry.
I was just saying, if you're new, obviously that's the reason why you're asking this type of question, is because you're new. Once you get into the swing of things and you start realising, right, I've come out my house, I normally get a job around that area, I'll head towards that. I normally get a job around here, I'll head towards that. And then you'll have your little hotspots in your head once you've been doing the job for a little bit longer. Like I have like 3 main hotspots for me, which is Smithdown area. If nothing works around there and I feel like I need to spread out a little bit more, I'll head up towards West Derby ways. Jolly Miller, and then last resort, city centre. Because most jobs will take you into the city centre anyway.
Yeah. And it depends on the time of day. You might not get one back out. But Mark, what about yourself, mate? What's your way? Do you just drive around, or do you sit off for your next job, or what?
Depends where the job leads me to. If there's certain areas that you know that if you sit around for 5 minutes, you will get one because it's busy. But then if you go on the outskirts, I don't know. It all depends where you land. There's some areas I won't even pick up because it's like Beirut.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every city's got it in it, but it all depends on the rating of the driver. But I don't know. You get used to it, don't you? You just look for you like what Mick said. You find the hot spots. You'll get used to it. But what I would probably do with him new to the game, I'll probably just sit and wait 5-10 minutes. If we don't get anything, just move on to the next area.
Found a
There's
weekend
also as well
quiet,
dead spots.
Trial and
Dead
error,
spots as well. There's dead spots. So if you don't wait longer than 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then move on. Even if you go to 2 streets down, there is flat spots where you could sit for 3 hours, not get an offer. And it's just because it's a signal blackout or whatever. So it does always say, I always stop, give it 15 minutes, depending on where we are, and then drive on and move on. Do you know what I mean? But obviously it depends on your car as well. In a minibus, I kind of like take the keys out and throw them across the street. Because even if they're in your car, it costs you money. You know what I mean? It's so expensive, isn't it? But then, like your cheaper cars or your hybrids, you can mooch about a bit more, can you? Do you know what I mean? You got that freedom.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, everyone's talking about the commission. You know what, guys? I knew that this was going to be a big thing because a lot of people. It's Monday, innit, today that we're filming, and a lot of people come out with the commission percentage, haven't they? So I haven't checked mine yet, but one of the lads in our group only paid. What did Paul pay? Can you remember? It was like 12% off a full week.
3% money.
8%. Something crazy low. Like really low for a full week. Yeah, Chow on TikTok's just put 10% off me last week. Travis, see me in Twickenham. Did you? I was right. Yeah, honestly, the rates match over the weekend were amazing. Oh, were they good? Yeah. Fair play. Fair play. It's been a bit mad, hasn't it? Because like we were talking about this the other day with the rates, how much they're up the wall at the moment. One of the lads had a little flurry, didn't he? Like 3 hours, and every job was like 10 quid for like 2 miles, 15 quid for 2-3 miles for like a 4 hour window. It was weird. He was going on about just randomly of like really, really good rates from Uber. Do you know what I mean?
I
Have
found
you
it
done
the
much
opposite.
Uber this? Have you found the opposite? Have you? Has the rates been bad?
Yeah, compared to normal. That's why I thought that obviously the weekend must have been quiet. I personally thought the weekend was really quiet. I'd done 6 hours on 6 hours yesterday afternoon into the evening, and only didn't even get to the 100 quid, just shy of it.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, an XL minibus, by the way, everyone. That's rough, that.
And
Did you do any Uber, Mark, this weekend? Was it quiet as well?
Jobs to make that.
I did. I'm just looking now. I can't remember what I got last week. I think I did.
This is worth every hour.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, but honestly, while he's looking at that, honestly, God, mate, it's mad how randomly up and down it is, isn't it? It's just crazy. Someone made £210 in 7 hours. And someone else commented, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this, someone tagged me in the TikTok, and in Edinburgh, in Scotland, it was like crazy weather, like really blizzards and all that. They said all the trains were cancelled, all the public transport were cancelled, just the taxis were going. And he'd done 800 quid in a day on Uber. 800 quid in a day.
He must have been driving around in a 4x4, surely.
Oh, mate, honestly, I seen a picture of it, the thing, and it was like a blanket of snow. It looked like something out of a movie. It was that, like, snowy. And I don't know what he was in, but I see someone tagged me and I just seen a comment there. And yeah, honestly, I was like, 800 quid in a day? That's more than I earn in a week.
That's what you earn more in a month, isn't it?
Welcome from London, welcome from Belfast. Legends.
30% have been on the last 2 weeks, by the way. Commission.
What commission? That's
30.
high for them.
30 or 13?
30. 30.
Yeah.
29.2 last week and 13.2 the week before.
Well, I did 17.8.
I thought you would have been less because you drive a minibus. I thought you could be putting a bit of slack.
don't get me wrong, I'm only doing like 16 hours, aren't I, on Uber?
Yeah, but still, that's still a lot.
Were they out? Were they at night? No, or during the day?
On what?
Mixture of both.
Nick. Oh, a mixture of both. That's mental. I did 17.8%.
Yeah, 22% last week for someone else. Yeah, everyone's saying 30%. That's awful.
It is ridiculous, some of the prices you see. They need to thingy these. They need to put a circle around us, honestly.
Do you reckon, right, with you paying 30%, do you reckon some of your jobs were 50% then? Because
100%.
They would have to be, wouldn't they? More than 50%. Because you would have done jobs
that Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Do you know what they should do? I know it's, you know, when you get like a spreadsheet from them, you can go into your statement, can't you? It tells you the job. They ought to say how much that customer paid on every single one.
They should do that.
Details, don't they? They should do that, shouldn't they? Every job should stipulate what percentage you've paid.
That's a good point. Instead of just doing a weekly one, and then you can go through all your jobs and go.
Do a weekly one like that where you can get on the app. But they always give you a statement. They always send you a statement, don't they, via email, and you can go into it. It tells you. That's what they should do. Each one, like you paid. That customer paid 11 quid. You got 6 quid. There you go. You've just paid 40% or 60% or whatever.
They won't be that
shout, isn't it? But that's what we were talking about. We were talking about last week, because obviously Mick's paid 30% last week. Yeah, 16 hours, whatever. He still paid 30%, but the lad in our group paid 8%. Do you know what I mean? It's like a quality kind of thing. You're both doing the same job. Like, shouldn't the commission? I reckon the commission should get back to fixed. You know, even if it goes back to 20%. I don't know. It's just got to be. It just feels very unfair, doesn't it? Like if I was full time, like I don't do hardly any Uber, but if I done full time Uber, and then I grafted 6-7 days, 10, 12 hours and all that, like some lads are doing, and then it pops up in the app, yeah, Uber took 40%, and then blah blah, like who works the same area only paid 10. I'd be fuming, because that's hundreds of pounds difference, isn't it? Like hundreds of pounds difference.
Like Travis has just put it on TikTok. He's put, "Why do you care about the customer pays? Just accept the job. You are happy with the price." Thing is, that's what I look at. I look at the price. I look at the price and how long it takes. I'm not bothered about how much the passenger pays. But when you find out the passenger pays 20 quid and you're only getting 8 quid, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it? Like Uber keeping 12 pound, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'd rather not know that.
I wouldn't rather not know, but I had a customer the other day, and they actually said, I think we were only about a £5 job, and he asked me, because, "Oh, you're doing this for pennies, aren't you?" And I goes, "Well, what did you pay?" And he only paid £4 something, and I got £5 something for it. So he told me. So I didn't pay any commission then, did I? So
yeah. I seen someone comment the other day, and it was the customer paid 6 quid and they got 22. Honestly, so it must have been like a crazy busy time, and you were like desperate to get the customer picked up to overpay that much. But it doesn't happen, and obviously when there's lack of drivers and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think it's more you take more than you give, don't they, over the full week, like. But to take 30% commission is quite high, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you check the percentage? So when you go to your weekly earnings, scroll to the bottom, and it's got like a button on.
Last week's customer fare breakdown, it'll say, and just click on that.
Yeah, 20%, 22%. Mate, you're doing well if you're sticking at 20%, and that's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's not bad, that.
It's just when you get it with the 30. Someone said to me the other day, 37 he paid. 37%. Do you know what I mean? Because then you've got to pay 20% tax, haven't you? It's painful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, lads. Yeah, right. I want to cover this day quick. What do you guys think about trying to unite local Uber drivers? Then they can all agree on a daily sensible price to accept the job at. Right? I get this all the time. Now, myself personally, we are self-employed in the end, or we don't work as rights or whatever. We're still self-employed. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, we got no rights in that sense of what you can charge whatever he wants and do whatever he wants. It's our right to either accept the job, deny the job, or leave the job and go somewhere else. And unfortunately, I don't think you'll get a unity with the self-employed private hire community. I don't think it will. Imagine if you're a bricklayer on a price work and you go to a site, right, and the price per brick is £1, right? and then you go, not happy with that. I reckon we should all fight the power and get the price of brick increased. What will happen? They'll just get another brick in. Do you know what I mean? If you work for Asda and you're not happy working for Asda, do you fight Asda? Or do you go and get a job at Tesco? You just go and get a job at Tesco. Do you know what I mean? It's the type of thing now. It's a worldwide multi-billion-pound company. It's mainly happening. All this has been happening in America for years, and we're slowly going the way America is. Do you know what I mean? There's no fighting it. There's no issues. There's no unity. I know. I feel crap saying it because I know a lot of people have hope. Do you know what I mean? That we can all get together and fight the power in it. We just can't. We can't. I can guarantee it. If Liverpool went full strike, every single Uber driver went full strike in Liverpool, I reckon every Tom, Dick, and Harry from Birmingham, Manchester, Blackpool, obviously St Helens, Warrington, everyone will come to Liverpool and work the Super Surge. Well, we're sat at home.
Not even the out of town drivers. My next door neighbour will be doing it, mate. I'm telling you, that's how bad it is. Dog eat dog.
Honestly, because I remember back in the day, you know this more, and Mark, remember back in the day, you'd go to a job before you bet it would be a double booker. They book two companies. You both pull up outside, don't you? What did you used to do? All right, mate, are you with Thingy? Yeah, what's the name on the thing? Yeah, that's my customer as well, mate. Do you want to bail? Yeah, go ahead. And both drivers would literally leave the job in unity. And now I've been to double bookers and I've pulled up and I've made it with the driver because I'm like, listen, I was first, but I'm willing to drive off if you are and all that. And then maybe a new driver or whatever. Like, well, skip lads, I need to get the. And in the end, you're fighting for them. And in the end, the customer's like, who should go in with? Do you know what I mean? And we're literally fighting for this £4 job, like flipping baguettes. Do you know what I mean? So get my car. Get a quick car. Do you know what I mean? Just the game's changed. I spoke to a Hackney driver the other day and he said the same. You know the rules of sending them to the front of the rank? A lot of Hackney drivers don't do that now. If a driver goes halfway in the rank, not the front, they'll just jump in and take them.
You're joking.
No,
really?
Honestly, a Hackney driver told me that. Yeah, it's getting that bad. And he had rules of where if you're on a road and someone's flagging over there, you can't do a U-turn and grab them if there's someone else on that road. Do you know what I mean? It's like mutual respect and all that. Now, mates, people are pulling in front of you and grabbing the customers, honestly. And it's like the Wild West, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, previously answer your question, mate, no, I don't think we're going to get together, hold hands, lie in the street and go, no more Uber. It's just stay down, kids.
No.
I do apologise. But true. Oh, yeah. You're looking at the wrong way round. E.g., your example of brickwork is wrong way round. Say the rate is £1 per brick, and then someone decides to start doing it 80p, and the other start doing it 60p. Yeah. Yeah. But that happens. Yeah, it does happen, mate. It happens in all trades and all private things, doesn't it? Then the latest Hackney driver. That's a lie about Hackney drivers on the ranks. Doesn't happen, no. Well, like I said, a Hackney driver told me that when I was sitting off with him the other day. So I don't know if he was lying or he's just talking about a small story. So is that a lie, is it? Obviously you're on the hack sign, you didn't, lady. Doesn't that happen, no? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not here to spread misinformation. I'm just sharing the story that a Hackney driver told me, do you know what I mean? So update me then, lady, please, if that's true. Seen a guy on TikTok who's 750 last Saturday in Edinburgh. Yeah, that's one of the crazy area, isn't it? Merseyside metro area. That's the thing, isn't it? Everyone wants that, like a Merseyside badge. And then only badge in Merseyside can work.
Just think that bloke did 750 in the snow. I did zilch because I almost died coming down my drive.
Yeah, I remember that story. It wasn't funny, though. I don't know why I was laughing. I do apologise.
I literally went 180 down the road, bit of poop, bit of something come out of my bum. And I missed the car by about that much.
Mate, you don't fall for having a flipping rear-wheel drive, mate. Automatic in the snow.
No, it's going in 2 weeks. Don't worry about that.
You still getting rid?
Yeah, picking a new car up on Monday the 9th.
What did you go for? The Corolla?
Yeah, gone for the Corolla.
Have you test drove it?
Yeah.
You happy with it?
Yeah.
Nick, does he look happy with it?
He hasn't got it yet, has he? That's maybe why he's not happy.
I think after, I know we don't have much snow and that lot, but it was just my final. It was the final straw with it. I think.
Yeah. Do you know, for paying 72 grand a year in tax,
Oh no. I know.
I still can't believe we're paying that much tax.
It's 72 grand now.
Oh, there we go.
God.
Believe me, if that did happen, he wouldn't be coming on the back on the rank for a long time. Fair play then, so it's not happening. Still got the respect in the acne trade. That's good to hear, mate. That's good to hear.
It's closed
What?
today till the 13th. T2 West
What is?
ground level is closed.
Oh, don't.
Let me show you this picture. Let me show this picture, everyone. Watch this. Now, you just keep talking about that because I'm fuming with it.
Oh,
Luckily,
no.
I'm picking up later the T1. Watch this picture someone sent in last night. Ready? That is the entrance to getting into T2 multi-story.
I went this morning. It took me half hour. It took me half hour to get in this morning.
Half an hour to get in?
Half an hour. I dropped off, and then I dropped off at Terminal 2, and it took me about 10-15 minutes to get out. And then I parked up round corner, and then they said, "Oh, I'm ready to come pick you up." So I've come from Costa, Costa, where you turn right onto it, and you've got the mini roundabout right in front of you.
Yeah.
It took me probably 2 or 3 minutes to turn right into there, and it probably took me 10 minutes to get from that junction to the roundabout, and then 20 minutes from the roundabout to get actually inside. It was chaos.
Oh, mate, I'm dragging it. Have you
I
been
don't
up
know
there?
I don't know how they can justify that's okay to do.
Do you know what they ought to do? They ought to allow you free parking to go in. Not parking. If you're in there within half hour, it should be free. While that's doing that.
Because obviously, do you reckon they're charging people when they go over the 20 minutes, even though it's delayed, or do you reckon they're letting people off?
I think they're going to try and charge them, but then if you dispute it, but I just think they ought to give you.
They've got it down to one barrier, You know the 5 barriers or 4 barriers that you can use to get in.
All five were open this morning.
Was they?
Ready?
Yeah, but when you turn in, you go left.
One of the lads was saying.
You go in. Well, when I went in earlier, there were 5 in, but when you went in, it's all cut off, so you immediately turn right, and it was just chaos. It was absolutely chaos.
No way. Hey, Joe, it's a good point. He just said he's just got in the overheight. Jack, what you drive, mate? Because be careful now, because if you're not proper overheight, they're getting onto it and they're blocking your concession card. And I've heard all horror stories about that now. If you're in a Vito or a V-Class, you'll fit in the T2 West and they won't allow you in the overheight. And if they catch you, they get you, don't they? Hey, it's happened quite a few times. By the way, little update. If you're on TikTok, just and then YouTube, like the video, please. Tap the screen, like the video. Just get more people in here for a little chit chat. Yeah, I get that we need to unite Udasa over Uber, but I just can't see it, mate. Myself personally, I'm not getting involved in all that, but hopefully if we all unite and you get working, that's great. I just can't see it, mate. I really can't. Mark, have you been to Gatwick lately?
A couple of weeks ago.
Someone just asked, is there any good places to wait at Gatwick?
Oh, there's a Tesco's. Kevin keeps going on about, which is I don't know where it is. Is it M23? What motorway is it going off there? Is it M23? I always wait at Chobham, and then drive in. But yeah. I don't know. I've only been a few times. I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you.
Is it worth doing Uber or Scakeways? Roberto just test it out, mate. But what I say to everyone is don't commit. Don't quit your job. Get financed up in a big car. Just test it out and try it out. But not really. Airport work is quiet. It always is quiet this time of year, mate.
Yeah.
Always is this time of year. I'm from Liverpool. Knowsley plate is a Ford Transit worth it. Not many airport ops in Knowsley. Yeah, you're quite restricted with Knowsley, mate. Not many Knowsley operators really giving up work, is there? Maybe Liverpool and Sefton, mate. Anyone selling old hybrids, message me. Calm down, Auto Trader. You do leave it off 9 years, but don't give a crap about us. No, mate.
You're right.
Matty should have
And
told me in Twickenham. Sorry, mate, I can't.
And it's only got worse. And getting worse.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing going forward, isn't it? It's just going to be interesting. Now, yes, we have had slumps in the taxi trade before. We have done COVID. We've had slumps in the past, and it's also kind of bounced back. But at the moment, this is a big slump.
It's just
And I don't
never
know the way back. I really don't.
It's not so much as bouncing back, is it? It's just like, yeah, you'll have recessions, you'll have this and blah, 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 it bouncing back. But what I'm talking about is the way Uber was when it first started to where it is now. It's not going to go it's not going to go backwards and make it better. So it's just going to keep going.
Do you mean as in the way they work? Yeah. I think we just followed America.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? America now, the only difference with America is, hey, they're not taxi drivers, they're not private eye drivers, are they?
They're not relying on it.
No. So in America, as long as you're DBS checked and all that, you can drive for Uber taxis. So honestly, when I was using Uber as a passenger, they were picking me up on the way home from work and that. Do you know what I mean? I had a couple of rastas smelling of weed now when you take me and the kids to Disneyland and that. Do you know what I mean? Just normal day-to-day people just using their car to ferry people about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The only restriction we've got here is we've got all the licenses and all the restrictions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in America, it's like Uber Eats for people. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be totally honest now, though. With the experience and everything that I know now, I probably wouldn't leave a stacking shelves job to join Uber.
You'd what?
I wouldn't leave a stacking shelves job to drive for Uber.
I think Uber's just a part-timer, isn't it? Just to fill in the gaps.
Top up your normal wage.
Yep.
Yeah. Because we've talked about this, if it's a full-time or part-time job, haven't we? We've talked about this quite a bit. And yeah, you're right. The thing is, like, in April 2025, the minimum wage is going up again. It's like £12.30. And I've done a video on it, and I think put on the DM News as well. But for us to hit £12 an hour, we've got to average, what, 20?
£20
through the full week. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get your minimum wage now. Like, look at Mick. He done 6 hours on a Saturday in a minibus, and he done £100. So what's that? £18 an hour before your expenses? Or even less, £16 an hour before your expenses?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got to pay tax. Don't get me wrong, there is. Have you noticed there's flurries? You'll go out one morning and go, bloody hell, I've just gone home, £100 for 3 hours.
Oh,
yeah. This. And then
there's times where you can, but it's few and far between, isn't it?
So, mate, weren't you on Friday? Was it Friday? You had a rate good morning. You come out for 2-3 hours. You did about £70. Was that right?
Yeah.
Was it Friday?
Yeah.
Well, it was
Thursday.
It was Thursday.
It
was the Sunday before. I went out and done. What did I work? I can't even remember. It was about 8 hours anyway. Between 8 and 10. Wasn't definitely nowhere near 10 hours, and I done £350. Because I've got a lovely job to press.
But then you go out on a Saturday afternoon and can't even make £100.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, someone's put on TikTok here. Every driver you talk to, they always say they're earning over £1,000 a week. They might be earning £1,000 a week, but they're probably giving away £500 in.
But still, they're probably not, Mark. Though this is a thing. They're probably lying.
Unless probably are lying.
Unless it's in front of you on a screenshot, don't believe it. And even nowadays, you can AI screenshots. I'm questioning.
And also, as well, a lot of people
on TikTok for £800.
A lot of people, mate. As well. I don't know why, but a lot of people just don't record or maybe it's new drivers don't record the expenses correctly. I done a video about 40% expenses, which works out about average of everyone who got in contact with me and worked it out. It's about 40% expenses on average, depending on your situation. A little bit more, a little bit less. Some countries, that's a load of crap. My expenses are 10%. And I'm just going 10%. So if he does £1,500 a week, his expenses £150. I can't even figure out how is that possible. Valid's 20. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things
Yeah.
that just couldn't come. 10%. It can't be that low. Do you know what I mean? And you come back and he owns the car. His fuel's 80, and he owns his car and everything else. But when you own the car, it doesn't mean that it doesn't cost you anything. It's not free. You got to put money away for your next car, or you got to take into account your depreciation of your vehicle. Because you were doing it, Mark, weren't you? You were selling your E-Class, weren't you? And you put it through like an online selling tool. And it was how much was it off the top of your head? And then you ticked, it's private hire. And didn't it drop like something crazy
Lost about £6,000.
of the value of the car as soon as you ticked it's been used as private hire?
Yeah.
And you can't even hide that now. Everyone knows it's been used as private hire. You can't blag it no more. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Varies now, doesn't it, live though, because of electric cars and all that.
What did he say? You're going to read out the question.
10% doesn't even work out with the fuel alone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Done 1,500 quid, 10% is 150 quid. So unless
like last week, right? I did a lot more on Uber last week.
Yeah.
I still did my airports, but I've just got the invoice now for me because I pay on a fuel card every week. My fuel this week was 295 quid for last week, so it's 300 quid
Just on fuel.
just on fuel.
Yeah, that's 300 quid. Very quick. How much is your finance? About
my finance a month.
Yeah,
400 quid.
Says 100 quid. Says 400 quid, and that's not including. How much is your car tax?
Oh, don't. Right. It's 50 quid a month, my car tax, right? So say my fuel's anything between 200 and 300. That last week was just mad. So say it's 300 quid. My car tax would probably be what, £12.50 for the week. My car £100 a week. What's that? That's 400 something quid, isn't it? 450, 460.
How many valets do you get, especially in this weather?
I had 3 last week at £7. Well, I only cleaned it, £7 a pop. So that's 7.21 last week.
Yeah.
What else was there? What else? Can't remember what else paid last week.
The insurance. How much is insurance?
Oh, bloody hell! My insurance is 200 quid a month.
If you're just working on diesel, I'd say
that's probably 50 quid. About £500 my expenses last week.
Yeah, 500 quid. Do you know what I mean? And that's not including, by the way, because people forget about this. Like I had something wrong with my car. It cost £1,000, right, to fix out the blue. So if you average that over 12 months, that's £20 a week expenses. My expenses went up. £20 a week off that one repair. How many times you get tyres? I got 220 quid worth of tyres last week. Do you know what I mean? And all that adds up over the 12 months, and people just don't include it. They go, "What are you on? 1,500 quid? 80 quid on fuel and 10 on insurance. That's it. The rest is mad."
My privates, I think I paid 108 quid on commission on me privates. So it all adds up. So that's like 600 quid gone.
Yeah. So if you done 1,500 quid or 1,800 quid last week, you straight off on 1,100-1,200 quid. Do you know what I mean? 60, 70 hours a week. Divide that 70 hours by 1,200 quid, and you're at your minimum wage. That's where we get the minimum wage calculator from, don't we?
Yeah.
We always say on the taxis now, by the time you take off your expense, we're bouncing between, depending on your situation, £9 and £13 an hour maybe after expenses, and depending on what your situation is. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Uber's good for filling the gaps. Yeah, brake caliber C's, 350 quid, got it done in Netherlands. There you go, mate. Money in case of emergencies too. That's the point. Yeah. Got to put money away, haven't you?
Yeah. And Johnny on YouTube, the Corolla is only Uber X. It's not Comfort.
Oh, did you lose Comfort?
Oh, I presume so.
Is the Corolla Comfort? I'm not too sure.
I don't think it is.
Do you know what, mate? I'd happily drop the exec, but the Comfort still ticks over.
It doesn't in Sheffield,
doesn't it?
No. Since I've had that Merc, I've probably done 10 Comforts.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, there's been loads of comments, and obviously everyone commenting, liking the stream, following, and everything else. Nice one for that. Appreciated. What's the difference? Comfort is a gap between X and exec, so it just means a more comfortable vehicle. So if you're booking a Comfort, you're going to get a comfy vehicle. you're not going to get like a Toyota Yaris or a Fiesta or a small car, do you know what I mean? But it is weird though, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like mine's a comfort. Yaris, mate, it is true. Mine's a comfort. Octavia's not comfort. That's weird.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It's a joke.
Yeah, Vauxhall Corsa on Uber,
Absolute
that's why you book. What?
Don't get me started on these preferences with Uber. They're an absolute joke.
All right, next
Yeah, so
subject.
just to
Then.
clarify, everyone who's watching, Mick has got a minibus, a diesel minibus that's the size of a house, right? The chairs are like your nan's living room chairs, super spongy and comfy, and he's not comfort. So he is very touchy about it. He and Nero's a comfort, I'm pretty sure. You're in the Anarcha. Yeah, I've seen them. They're the new Vauxhall Renault ones, are they? Superb Passat is comfort, yeah. Superb is comfort. Toyota Adventus is comfort. Nice on Lee. Yeah. So you're dropping your executive comfort vehicle for standard Uber X. So the good thing is, at least you won't get bombarded by loads of jobs now to pester you. Because all your jobs are miles away, aren't they?
Oh well. Yeah, Mick. What minibus have you got, Mick? Someone's asking.
Renault Traffic.
There you go.
Renault Traffic.
68 plate Renault
It's the much
Traffic.
difference between comfort fares and Uber X. Yeah, X and comfort. You get a bit more for comfort than X, obviously. But sometimes comfort's cheaper than X. It'll be like a little promo. And that's why it's sometimes busier than X. Am I missing my minibus? No chance, mate. Definitely not missing my minibus, especially this time of year. I might miss it running up to the summer next year, possibly. But even then, I'm normally too busy anyway. But I want to start in the future. I want to start calming down a bit more on the jobs and just do the odd little private, take me over and that, you know what I mean? The Tesla is exec, but there's no exec in Liverpool, mate. There's barely X. Everyone's squints, aren't they? We talked about this, didn't we? Hey, with the current climate of like no one can afford anything, a taxi's a luxury. The only time you pick up people now is at like bus stops in it or train stations when the train's been cancelled. You get that a lot. Are you still doing crypto? No, don't do crypto. Is exec XXL on Uber busy in Liverpool? I'm not too sure, mate. I don't know much about it. Yeah.
We believe it is.
I don't know much about it. What it is busy.
We believe it is, don't we? But none of us actually work it to tell you whether it is or not. But we've been told it's really busy.
All I know is the exec is not busy. The exec is not busy. Manchester match days exec. Yeah, normally I'd get an exec offer if there's no normal jobs. Do you get me? So like, I mean, if it's too busy. So like, if the footy's on, and it's not staging, but it's constantly busy, and the passengers aren't getting picked up. That's then they'll try Excel, exec, stuff like that. So like Mick probably when it's busy will get people booking XLs, but there's only one person, just because no X's will pick them up because the rates are bad. That's true, Mick.
Yeah, get it when it's quiet as well, you know. Some people do it by mistake.
Oh, because of the previous night. I used to get on a bus on a Sunday morning, you book an Excel on their own. Why have you turned up? Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, well, you must have left on the option last night, didn't you? Uber's just suggested it, doesn't matter. You just pick the top option. Yeah. Exec only for contract work. Yeah, I get a bit of exec work privately. That's what tonight's job is in Leeds. You've got to wear a shirt and tie. A Santa Fe is not comfort. Isn't the Santa Fe the flipping minibus? The SUV?
Never even heard of it.
Question for you, Mark, on YouTube.
Do you operate around Chatsworth, Bakewell, Mark? I try to avoid out there. But yeah.
One of those places you said it's like Beirut? Because Live, I might live there.
No, it's nice over there.
It's lovely, yeah?
Yeah, Chatsworth's lovely. Bakewell's lovely, yeah. It's nice. It's just now.
Live, do you live in Chatsworth, Bakewell? Because I'm sure he was slagging off before.
Well, it's lovely. Adam from on the group were out there, wasn't he, the other week? Can't remember. He said how nice it were.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, he said like when he was driving through, just people were holding hands, skipping, weren't they? Skipping and holding hands, kissing each other on the cheek and that. Mm. Oh yeah, SA executives. He's up your way, Mark. He's in Sheffield.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Can private turn on Lime Street? That makes no sense, really, mate. Can private turn on Lime Street? Can a private
hire
car
turn
turn onto
onto
Lime
Lime
Street?
Street.
Private hire can, but a private car can't. So if you're not a private hire or taxi, you can't. But bear in mind, people are still getting fines, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Derby. It's
All
them
right,
ways
is it from
anyway. It's a
Derby?
similar area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the way out there, yeah.
Yeah.
So does he get, I wonder if he gets Matlock on that. Matlock's nice.
Well, Matlock.
User on TikTok, do you think if they stop cross-border, it will boost the trade?
Ooh.
We have nearly gone through a full podcast without saying the W word, by the way. As soon as cross-border hire comes up, the W word, Wolverhampton, gets brought up in the podcast.
Why?
But what do you reckon, Mick?
That
Go on, lad.
suits you, that.
Is it?
Why did you think Wolverhampton straight away?
What, with cross-border hiring?
Yeah.
Because Matty's obsessed with it.
Yeah, I am obsessed. Everyone will comment now saying, look at you, Matty, obsessed with Wolverhampton. No. I would say the reason why is because Wolverhampton has done a really good job of getting a lot of drivers.
I
And then
think
when you get a lot of drivers compared to work, there's not much. Walk one, Mick.
yes is the answer to that. Short form. It will boost the trade. 100%. You'll have more passengers waiting around for work and whatnot. But yeah, it will boost the trade. But there's a level of cross-bordering that they've got to do. To combat that long wait times for passengers. If they totally go back to the way it was, completely no cross-bordering whatsoever, then it'll be an absolute nightmare to try and get a taxi.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I reckon that's why one reason he won't do it.
What winds me up is TfL can do it. This is bang out of order.
Hey? Chester can do it, Mick.
Oh,
Chester said to Uber. Chester went to Uber. Uber, you can come to Chester, but to protect the Hackneys, you cannot have Uber XL. You cannot have Uber Exec or Uber Company. You can just have Uber X, and then you can operate in Chester. So Uber's gone, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So why can't you do it here?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Or other cities? Chester.
So you'd say, take XL away to protect the Hackneys?
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is, it can be on an individual basis. A council or a city can offer requirements or things to Uber or whatever. So they can have certain control, can't they? Do you know what I mean? And it just proves it because of Chester.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because Uber wanted to operate in Chester, and Chester went no, unless it's only X only, because we want to protect the acne trade. So Uber's agreed, and now Uber is only in the car. So if you drop off, Mick, in Chester, you can only work Uber X. It disables it on your app. So that just proves that something can be done from the large app-based companies. Same as what happened to TfL. Uber come into London, absolutely carnage. TfL come out and went, if you're not TfL registered, get out of London.
Yeah, true.
And that's where Uber brought the regions in, I think. When that happened, Uber brought the regions in and split up the city, split up the country in regions. But that's where the thing happened with Bolt. Bolt hasn't done that yet. So you can still work in the city centre of London on Bolt on any licence in the UK. But now Bolt has started emailing drivers and saying, get back to your licence area. I've done a video on it during the week. So I think soon Bolt will have the same rule. TfL has got that much power in the city. But if TfL can do it, why can't Liverpool do it? Why can't Manchester do it? Manchester was the one that was saying, Andy Burnham, when he was saying, if Labour gets into power, we will stop out-of-town drivers or not Manchester licensed drivers working in the city.
That's
He
what I
said
mean.
he's going to stop that.
if the councils have got this control, and Andy Berman was the head of Manchester's council, wasn't he? Or he was just a mayor? Or was
Andy?
What is he?
He was the mayor, yeah.
So he's the head of the council. Why didn't he stop it just
Yeah.
then? Why does he have to be in control?
Because the Deregulation Act of 2015 gives full reign. You can't stop it. You can't stop full cross-border hiring. You can't stop it because it's a law.
How can TfL do it then?
Because it's London, isn't it? London can do what they want,
How
baby.
can Chester stop?
They haven't. They haven't really, have they? It's still there. Do you know what I mean? But don't forget, a council can deny an operating license. They're allowed to do that. Liverpool knows you've done it with Bolt.
Yeah,
right?
I know that.
So,
money.
look at Warrington. Look at Warrington. Warrington is a town in between Liverpool and Manchester, right? And no Warrington plated private hire car can work Uber because Warrington turned down the operator's license. So, do you know what they done? So, Warrington turned down the operator's license, right? So, none of the Warrington drivers can drive for Uber. But Uber is literally in Warrington, full whack, with Liverpool and Manchester licensed drivers. So, they stopped the operator's license. Because I think Abba Cars or Abba Taxis, which is the local big company, stopped it or got involved, petitioned or whatever. But yet, didn't stop Uber. Uber's still in Warrington, massively. But every plate over then, Warrington. It's just crazy. And it's just because of the Deregulation Act. Can't stop it.
No,
So yeah, the answer to
backhanders.
cross-border, mate, it'll be interesting. Yeah, it will be, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, someone's
I'm
put
not
brown envelopes everywhere. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, honest God, if multi-happen was a thing, if multi-happen stopped, mate, I reckon that was one of the biggest killers. When local companies said it's okay to double app, that's when you've seen a massive drop. Because what you were saying with double appers is you'd have 1,000 drivers on Alpha, 1,000 drivers on Delta, and say 1,000 drivers on Britannia. So there's 3,000 drivers, and you had 1,000 Uber drivers. There's 4,000 drivers in the city. So when you double appen come into effect, you had 1,000 Alpha, 1,000 Delta, 1,000 Britannia, and 4,000 Uber. And that's happened as soon as the local companies allowed double appen. All the Delta, Alpha, and Britannia drivers had Uber on in the background. So they, instead of having 1,000 Uber drivers, you had 4,000. And it killed the surge and everything. As soon as that double appen thing, I don't know if you were working Uber at the time, Nick, but you literally just seen a big decrease when that happened. Massive decrease with the multi-appers.
I can understand it killing the surge. I can understand it doing that. But I can't understand it.
Yeah.
I can't understand it killing the workload.
Well, you think about it, if there's an Alpha driver working a city centre on an Alpha, and a job pops up to Manny for 70 quid, well, back in the day, 60, 70 quid, he'll take that job from a full-time Uber driver, won't he? And then he'll go back to Liverpool and carry on working Alpha. And if you think about it, every single Alpha driver or Delta driver who double happen will be taken, even if it's 5 jobs a shift from the Uber. I thought it did make a difference, like, the double happen. Do you know what I mean? But it's all guesswork, isn't it?
But Uber, I think it would have went in that direction anyway, wouldn't it? Regardless.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, the devil would have got in that driver's mind. What's Uber like? Oh, let's just go and get it.
FOMO, lad.
And they'll be on Uber anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if you're working Alpha full time, you'll have the Uber app on in the background. You're just having a nose. Just having a nose for surge.
The reason these local companies went to, go on, you can turn it on, you can do whatever you want, is because they were scared of losing the drivers.
Yeah.
You know what
100%. 100%.
Yes.
By the way, guys, don't forget, if you're watching on TikTok, subscribe to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, follow on TikTok. And also follow Private Hire Brooks and Scouse Aviation, if you're watching, please, on TikTok. But listen, Mick, what time do you have to do school? Like, it's 3:15. I don't have to do mine today, so I don't know if you were waiting for me.
3 o'clock.
What time?
3.
3? Sweet. But tips we used to get more than 2 years going on now. Yeah. Alpha made a long job disappear to burn information than I did either. Are you on about the feeding, mate? Yeah, does happen on the locals, like £1 a mile. Yeah, I reckon. I reckon we're gonna follow America. If you watch the likes of the ride share guy and all that, or whatever his name. Well, what's the ideal guy in America?
It's
He's on.
Russia guy, isn't it?
Yeah, I might try and get him on the podcast in the future if he's up for it. But yeah, we might. I reckon we'll be following Uber America in a few years. I reckon Uber driver will be like Uber Eats here. We're delivering people, not food. I reckon that's what it's going to go down the route of. Because everyone knows, don't you? As soon as you go Uber when you're on private hire, you hardly ever go back to local, do you? Do you know what I mean? Imagine now a new Uber driver, right? Imagine a brand new Uber driver right now. Yeah, brand new Uber driver comes on Uber. Has been on Uber 6 months and goes, you know what? I'll try Alpha or Delta. Do you know what I mean? And you go to the local a local company now. He'll have a flipping heart attack, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean? Get a job through as directed. Do you know what I mean? Can you hear my dog, by the way? Because the wife's just done the school run and the dog's going mad in the crate.
No.
No? Can you hear her now? Okay. I can. We need to get rid of licenses then, so it's cheaper to do. USA's lit insurance. Mate, would you want to be picked up? Do you want to imagine your wife getting a flipping Uber home from work or whatever? Hey, and Jeff the Bricky is picking it up.
Jeff the Bricky.
Jeff the Bricky's picking it up or flipping. Do you know what I mean? Hey, four personality Bob picking your wife up home from the flipping his mental health hospital appointment.
Dida win the
Would
man
you
who's
like that?
seeing the boozer every night.
Yeah. Timmy the local nonce. Would you like that? Hey, don't Timmy the local nonce on the school run contact, mate. Yeah. Behave yourself. Works in America, and I don't know why it's a thing in America, but over here, no, mate, we've got private hire for a reason, haven't we? God, imagine. That'd be scary, wouldn't it? Gonna get an Uber home, mate, you know what I mean?
The 18-year-old
minute, you just
stoner
gotta
who's
drop.
just come off the game and thought, oh, you know what, I'll take a few
Hey.
people out and stone that out of his head.
Imagine someone off the bonnet in town, and they're like, hey, they're gonna drink drive home, and you go, you go what I'll do, I'll make some money on the way. And there's you getting an Uber home from town. Hey, oh my God, you got someone like off the bonnet, mate, jaw swinging. Nah, I'm good, Joe. Good idea. CEO for Uber, you guys. What?
Palaki turns up as your driver.
Oh my God, yeah, gives a feel of those muscles. Oh, lads, honestly, it's going to be, yeah, so no, I don't think I agree with it. Nice one for the comment of it. No, I don't think I agree with it. I think we should all be licensed and we should be safe. I reckon it should be the other way. I reckon we should be more licensed. I reckon it's too easy to be a private driver. Liverpool wasn't, but some councils are. I reckon we should be tested on our driving ability. English, I think, if you live in England, I think you should be able to speak the local language if there's a problem with your customer. You know what I mean? You've got to be able to talk fluently with them. So I reckon English is a good point. Basic driving skills is a good point. And generally, yeah, your street knowledge test, you know what I mean? So when there's a big sign, a red sign with a white line through it, right? That means you can't go through it. Do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that, do you know what I mean? The blue arrow, the blue sign with the white arrow pointing right, it means you can't turn left, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just the basic stuff, innit? Do you know what I mean? You guys will get sectioned under the Uber Act 2009. Nice one. Oh my God, the dog's going possessed.
Oh, yeah.
All right, lads, any decent shuttle car company you can recommend? Cheeky get, where are you based, mate, in Liverpool? And who are you licensed with? Baffles me why the councils haven't just licensed the software from Uber and took control of the market and made a fortune from it like Uber's doing. Never understanding these small taxi firms surviving. Like, some companies are really trying their best to adapt and compete, and other companies aren't even trying. And that's true, innit? Some companies, I don't know what it's like in Sheffield, Mark, but some companies in Liverpool are really trying with a better app and better things. And trying to like adapt it or mimic Uber as much as they can, and some other
Yep.
companies are not even trying. Not even trying.
You need a pot of gold to compete.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, that is very true.
Absolute pot of gold. Look what Uber done. And Uber done it the exact right way when they were in cities. Yeah, lads, here's £1,000. Come and join us.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Who's not going to go, oh, grand just to sign on and do 20 jobs? Come here.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Hey, people are saying to me now, let's all get together and make an app. What are you going to do? Hey, 6 lads with a max budget of 40 grand is going to compete with a multi-billion. Like, I was watching the telly the other day, and it was literally telling me that, I think it was like, it come up like Liverpool, and there was someone getting out the pub and going, oh, let's go home, book an Uber. It was like an Uber advert to get more passengers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pumping millions into the market. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Billy, Bob, Jeff, and thinking, hey, do you want to start our own firm? Yeah, come on, lad. Yeah, I'm up for it. Let's go. Sick of my life, literally applying for jobs now. Are we trying to get out of it, mate? Yeah. Just don't give up your badge, mate. That's what I would always recommend.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if Uber had spies on TikTok and you guys slagging them off and bringing them into the dispute. We're not slagging them off, mate. We're just spitting facts about it. We'll just share our opinion. That's all we're doing. Yeah,
If you can take me back now, live, I would, to be fair. And I bet you half of the councils say that as well.
What did he say to you?
Shouldn't have been allowed to come in and sweep the market, make failures of regulation, government and councils as per usual. He's spot on what he's saying. If I can turn the clock back now, I'd probably say, don't join Uber.
Oh, do you mean if you could see where it was going, heading to?
Yeah, because at the time you didn't think that, did you? Until a year in, you didn't think it was going to go the way it is now.
No. But the thing is, though, Mick, there is some changes. There's some positives that Uber did bring. Do you know what I mean? Especially near the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Like protection of no-shows. Do you know what I mean? Getting paid for cancellation. And do you know what I mean? Some really good features that the local companies should adopt.
But there's still not... Them features haven't outweighed now. Well outweighed.
Oh, 100% now. But I'm trying to say, when we started, you know what I mean? We were all on like local companies and Uber pop in and go, oh, we got this. Hey, you got a problem with no-shows? Come over. We've got a sort of double book. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like back then, they pulled the wool over our eyes, didn't they?
Yeah. He got us in, didn't he? Hello all, I'm a Hackney carriage driver from London. Respect, mate. Absolute respect to you. One of the hardest tests I've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
The London knowledge test,
Minimum 3 years,
the brain capacity for that one, like. What?
It's a minimum 3 years, isn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, Sefton Council knowledge test to Mosmat from the Crosby area, so anywhere South Sefton ways for the settle. To be honest, mate, if you're Sefton, you probably bet it's Berry Street, isn't it? Berry Street's your best bet, mate. And yet, Sefton knowledge test, mate, is not a knowledge test. No knowledge needed. As long as you can read, mate, you'll pass that. Unless it's changed. It was a book with 10 questions in, and you get the book with the answers in. So you read the question and find the answer in the book. Got to watch one night on it years ago. Yeah, as a Hackney driver carriage in the suburbs, £30-40 per hour. Never use Uber, always use the local firm. Fair play to you, mate. In London, mate, you got to protect the egg there.
Yeah.
You have got to protect the egg. Because you think about it, guys, no one's going to be able to... I did not do London. Are you in Hackney then? Oh, outside of the TfL, is it? Are you on about the Hackneys? Ah, yeah. So you're in the suburbs.
Isn't Hackney's in London? Are they different colours? They are, aren't they? Is it yellow, green, and is it green? It'll be able to tell you. It's greens. You can do the whole lot in it, and it's yellow as well, isn't there?
I thought it was a black cap. I thought the London black caps were black.
Those the badges.
Oh, you look at the badges.
Yeah, because
Do you know about the TfL badge?
I don't know. I really don't know. It'll be able to tell you. Because he says he doesn't do London, so he does the outer London, which is a different colour, isn't it? I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just
He'll
thought when you
fill
get
us
the
in.
green badge, you could do the whole. I don't know. He'll be able to tell you. Yeah,
Oh,
someone on
yeah,
TikTok
hey,
is what?
another striker, is it? Yeah. Why don't we all strike? We stick together, strike 3 days straight. Will you tell me when you're striking, mate, and where do you work?
And I'll go and work.
I'll join the rest of them who work that area.
Yeah, not in London. We have yellow and green.
Ah, yellow and green.
Right, it's someone on TikTok. It's come up here. Someone on TikTok, H, I think his name's called. He got a job last week, Sheffield to London for £156.97. Did he do that? Because if he did,
How many miles is that then, Mark?
depends where London is. Well, if Heathrow 180. Heathrow's 180 mile. But to London, you're looking at over 200 mile.
Yeah, he said he didn't. What are you laughing at, Mick?
You. I strike 3 days a week every day. I strike 5, mate.
Mate, I haven't worked since like Friday. Stupid dog. I can hear the dog going off his head downstairs. She must have left for the school run. There's a man airport to Luton. 208 quid. But must sleep in the car. I think you'd have to sleep in the car to earn a good dough, lad. Sefton was a knowledge, no book. Has it changed to a book? Well, when I done the Sefton 5 years ago, I think 6 years ago, it was just a book with the questions in. The best job I ever did in 2013.
When you done your Sefton one, was it
The Sefton knowledge test.
multiple choice?
There you are, look. Sefton knowledge test. 10 questions, got to get 7 out of 10 correct.
Yeah, it's multiple choice though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, mate. What? No, they give you the book. But they give you the book to find the answers. You're just got to be good at reading. I'm skint. Yeah. Tell me
They
all.
give you a book to find the answers. What's that all about?
Yeah, so just say they give you 10 questions, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the answers are in the book.
On like licensing, like licensing procedures, like should I have a smoking sticker in the car, yes or no, and all that. But then you have the book, the licensing book that you can read and find the answers to the questions.
So you don't
Get
get
me?
asked any root questions?
Oh, no, that's the test. They give you 10 questions, you got to get 7 right, and they give you the book with the answers in.
Might as well just go and buy the Weetabix thing from the shop. You'll get one in there probably.
Honestly.
Talking about
That's what
purple
I'm trying
acne
to say.
turning up,
Sometimes
that'll
it's
be
so
the cake.
easy, it's crazy. Honestly, I just don't get it. I don't know why we make it so easy. Do you know what I mean? There's that many. Hey, do you know if there's that many now? Why don't they just make it a little bit tricky? Just a little bit hard. Do you know what I mean? Basic knowledge test, a basic driving test, a basic something. I'd even go and read. Well, I'm Liverpool, so I've done it all anyway. But if I was like Sefton, I'd happily go in and do a little retest to keep my badge on the renewal. Yeah, from now on, you need a little knowledge test. You need a little driving test, maybe a video just showing you the basics. Maybe like a basic signs test to make sure you know all the signs and the road markings. Just like a little something just to give us a little test, a little challenge. But the fact that you can go up to the council with no test, no proof of you can drive, they give you a book and go, yeah, mate, it's 10 questions. I'm pretty sure it's multiple choice, but it might not be. And go, the answers are in there. Just read the
Can't
read the
remember how
book and put
many
the
it
answers
was
in
now.
there.
I'm sure it was 20 routes and we had to get 15 out of 20 when I done my Liverpool one. And this was proper routes. When I done my test, I had to sit, right? That was me piece of paper, blank piece of paper. And you used to have to put, I had to answer question 1, write the streets down that you'd pass to go through the route that it asked. So it'd say to you, Royal Hospital to Alder Hospital, and you had to write the street names down in order that you passed through.
Well, I done the Liverpool knowledge test.
20 of them or 15 of them, and I had to get 10 or 15 right. And then after that, there was 30
Points of interest.
interests. You get asked, what street's this on? What street's that on? What street is the Liver buildings on? And you had to put the street names of in, and you had to get,
Right.
I think, 50% of them.
I'm going to
That
add
is
to
very
that.
similar to Sheffield, that.
So I recently done, obviously not recently, but I done the knowledge test Liverpool after Mick, right? And it's the same Mick, but it's multiple choice. So
Yeah.
what they do is they'll give you the route. So they'll go like Lime Street to Alderhay Hospital. Then they'll give you 4 routes, and you pick which route it was. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit
Yeah.
easier than what you've done, obviously. But
Yeah.
because you'll read it and it'll be like, you know what I mean? It'll give you like 4 roads, and one of the roads will be randomly wrong. That wouldn't make sense, like Queen's Drive. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. And then with the points of interest, it was same again. 30 hotels, schools, colleges, loads of points of interest, but it'd be multiple choice. It'd be 4 options to pick what street it was on. It was still hard. It was still hard. When I done my test with 8 others, I done my test with 8 others, and I got 2 wrong. So I failed. But if you fail within like a small criteria, they get you to redo the question again because it was close to passing. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't have to go back for retest or nothing like that. But out of everyone who went with me, I was the only one who passed. One guy went in and he weren't the best at English, to be honest. And he got in and he sat at the computer and went, got up and walked out. He didn't even start the quiz. He just got up and walked out. And the test person was like, where are you going, mate? And then like when I was doing the part 1, which is the sitting down learning, which you got to do for like a week, right? There's a guy, same again. And the tester fellow's going, hold on a minute. Do us a favour, mate. What's this? And pointed at a pen. I went, what's this, mate? And the guy went, don't know. He went, it's a pen. Get out. Because he didn't know what the pen was. Because he just couldn't do the basic English and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So accounts, it is strict. It is stricter. But I think everyone who's Liverpool licensed are half decent drivers compared to other councils. Do you know what I mean? I just think we should have, maybe not as extreme as Liverpool, because it is tough, but maybe something in between. Do you know what I mean? Not a book with an open, not 10 questions with the answers, but you know what I mean? Come over a little bit and make it a little bit harder. Do you know what I mean? Because Sheffield's hard, isn't it, Mark? Have you got knowledge tests in that?
It's very, very similar to what Mick was saying. Very, very similar. You've got like
that's
a
the way
route.
I remember. I remember Sefton being the same because I knew a few lads that went on to done Sefton, but I didn't have a clue about like Southport and all that. So that's why I never went for the Sefton test. I stuck to where I knew. I had to study them. I had to study the routes, the questions. I'm sure there was. I think it might have been a total of. You can be asked up to a total. There was about 20 routes in total, or there might have been even more. There might have been 30 routes in total, and you got 15 of them on your test or something like that. Something along, I can't remember now. It was 16 years ago, 17 years ago, when I can't remember how many it was. There was like 30 routes, but you'd be asked like 15 of them, random 15 of them on your test, and you'd have to get 10 right. And then it was 40 POIs, I think it was, and you had to get at least 50% right. Sure it was.
Oh, yeah. And these report Delta used to give you all the 40 questions and answers when you first signed up to them. So they used to just give you the answers to the knowledge test, didn't they? Got a job on Comcab Radio. Circuit came up as directed. Picked up 4 girls with suitcases from SW16. Strengthened. Thought, what a touch. Airport, yes. Airport, no doubt. Where you off, girls? Birmingham International Airport. Got as far as Wimbledon Chase. Girls forgot something, went back to Strengthen. Headed back towards M40. Cleared 566 quid.
And how long did that take him to do all that?
Yeah, is it still relevant though, Mick, with sat-nav tech now? Multiple choice better, you still need to know the role. Live, you are right. With sat-nav and everything else, the technology is better. But the sat-navs don't know what was right. Do you know what the moment in Liverpool? They've just brought in a thingy paywall now where it used to illegally go over Hanover Street straight into the Liverpool 1 drop-off. Everyone done it. But it was buses only. Now, they're finding everyone going through. But the problem you've got, right, is the sat nav still Uber nav directs you through that. So if you got the Uber nav on in Hanover, it'll direct you mix straight over into the live pickup. It won't direct you round. So all the people that are just blindly following the sat nav are getting fined. Hundreds of fines. Do you know what I mean? So you still need the basic road knowledge because, like,
that's what he's saying. No, he's saying maybe it should.
It's a guide.
Maybe it should stay as multiple choice. Yeah, I do think the one I took is a bit strict for nowadays technology.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Is a bit strict for that, but I'd still keep it at multiple choice, 100%.
I do think it's I do think it definitely needs just a revamp. Because if the government come out, didn't he, and went, listen, guys, every single council now in the city will have this basic ABC. Dead simple, right? And then every driver that's currently on the road right now, when they renew their badge, they have to hit the ABC. And then going forward, every driver going forward will at least have a basic decency with driving in English and everything else. But then also all the drivers that maybe aren't the best or can't drive fail the retest. Solve all the problems, won't it? But the only people that are left are drivers and good drivers. Make it 3, you know. Are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm going now, yeah.
Right, listen, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to end the podcast filming, but we'll stay live for me and Mark for a little bit, just to finish up and stuff. So if you're watching on YouTube, come over to TikTok Live, Driver Matty, and feel free. And everyone, check out drivermatty.com, all things Driver Matty. Thanks again, Mark. Thanks again, Mick. Hello in the background. And listen, catch us all later. See you soon.
Right.
Right.